virus. Now, today we have invited a good friend of us, Victor, nutritionist. Actually, he's a senior nutritionist holding a master's in nutrition. He will be online to share with us from a nutrition perspective, how can we eat, what kind of food do we choose, what kind of lifestyle we should practice in order to more effectively battle the COVID virus. Now, with your applause, okay, over the air, online applause, give a round of applause to our good friend Victor to share with us today. Victor, welcome,
Hello,
welcome once again.
everyone.
Welcome once again.
Hi, can you hear me, Mikhail?
Yes.
Yeah,
Loud
all
and
right,
clear.
clear.
Loud and
Okay,
clear. Now, Victor,
so yeah,
I was just talking about the COVID-19. Now, after 1.5 years of uh, locking down, working from home, and all these things, we Malaysians or Singaporeans, we have a couple of Singaporean friends online today. I noticed. We have already used to wearing masks and protective gear, and then now that we know that the vaccines are available now, obviously we ask all our friends to go and take your vaccines, whichever it is. But from a nutrition perspective, okay, how do you advise people to take care of our own health? How do we eat? How do we live our lifestyle? Is there a better way? Now I'll hand the floor to you to share with us how can
all right.
we better battle this
Yes,
pandemic.
yes.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you very much, Mikhail. And then, yeah, just to recap to you all, everyone, welcome you all here. And today, would like to give you all a disclaimer is that we are not going to teach you like those, SOPs that we have always been hearing from time to time, repeat and repeat from our government saying that we need to wear masks, we need to use hand sanitizers. No, today we are not going to talk about so detailed about this, but we're going to talk about how are there other ways apart from we adhere to our SOPs. Apart from adhering to our SOPs, is there any other way in terms of our lifestyle that can be done, okay, to improve our immunity against all of these viruses, COVID-19? And I believe some of you guys, if you already see our news lately, you may have already noticed that there's another new strain of the COVID is something I believe is called Delta, if I'm not mistaken. But actually, you can see that this evolution of this virus is keep on improving day by day. So if let's say, even though you have already checked with your vaccines and also you have done all those SOPs, those might not be enough, okay? Because viruses keep evolving day by day, as well as our own body health and immune system must be stronger day by day in order for us to have this extended protection, okay? So in terms of the nutrition wise, maybe we will just recap a little bit about our current situation is that, as you can see, normal SOP procedures are not enough to control this pandemic already. So that's why there are more, I would say there are more actions that we need to do, okay? We need to do to add more protection to our body and also to our mental health as well, okay? So basically, I would like to share with you all one thing is that, first of all, the protection for our body is actually consists of three stages of protection, okay? Now, number one is what we call the hygienic first line defense protection, okay? Okay, so this is the first line protection whereby we can control, okay, our hygiene surroundings. Now, I believe that all of us here, okay, have already very familiar of what things that are dirty or what practices that we need to do every day in order to keep ourselves hygienic, in order to make ourselves being distant with this COVID-19 infection, okay? So maybe I'll just recap a little bit about what actions that we can actually do that actually we have not been do all this while, okay, we have not been doing it all this while, and we tend to neglect these small actions that actually can make a big difference in terms of our COVID-19 protection and procedures, okay? So number one, okay, number one, I'm going to tell you all that there are some things that actually we need to do in order to, make ourselves more protected from this COVID is through the things that we touch every day. Now, this is one of the example is our phone. Okay, as you can see, a lot of times when we go out, especially in Malaysia countries, okay, so when we go out, we always need to use this what we call My Sejahtera to scan our phones, to scan those QR codes when we go to any shops and any any places that we need to keep on track of our of our locations. Okay, and more or less, people nowadays they actually don't really care about their phone's hygiene levels. Okay, because a lot of times you may sanitize your hands. Okay, you may sanitize your skin and so, but a lot of people doesn't sanitize their phone. Okay, so this is something that a lot of people neglect, and chances are, did you know that actually one of the most contacted viruses platform is our phone. Okay, our phone, the things that we touch every day. So bear in mind that for those of you, if you haven't sanitized your phone, be sure to sanitize. Now, there are some procedures that you need to take precaution of when it comes to sanitize your phone. Don't just directly use hand sanitizers or hand sanitizing sprays to spray your phone, because that will actually diffuse into your phone system and make it haywire. Okay, so I would suggest use your hand sanitizers or sprays to spray on the microfiber cloth, and then just wipe it on your phone will be sufficient. Or maybe you can also learn from Mikhail, where he actually invests in something called a UV sanitizer that actually puts his phone into under UV rays that can able to sanitize his phone completely. Okay, so that's one thing. Make sure to sanitize your belongings, especially your phone. Okay. Now, number two, when you go out, okay, when you go out to, let's say you go for grocery shopping, or also you go out for, buy any foods outside, make sure, okay, when you open any doorknobs, make sure don't use your hand to directly open. Because you know why? A lot of times people, when they go out and buy a lot of things, yes, they open the door, but usually those doorknobs is the most frequently contacted place among all the places of the shop, okay? So imagine this, okay? Let's say someone who is contracted with COVID-19 and he didn't realize it by himself, and then he always, like go to the shop and open the door and actually touch the doorknob. What happens next? The next customer will come and touch the same doorknob, and then so on, so forth, so on, so forth. And that is why this COVID-19 spreading can be spreaded really easily, which is why a lot of people neglect these small actions. Okay, so my suggestion is when you go outside, when you open the doors, you can use your elbow, you can use your, these knuckles to just push the door. Now, I believe that a lot of people may think that, hey, this is something like very, very, how to say, very strange action, but actually it makes a lot of difference. Even me and Mika also practice it, okay? Okay, so that is number two. When you go out, make sure to be concerned with the doorknobs outside. If you can go to shops that doesn't require any doorknobs to open, which is automatic gates or doors, which is better, okay, better for you, all right? Yeah. So, and number three, okay, number three is something that a lot of people really neglect, is the procedures of wearing and taking off your mask. Okay, now a lot of people may think that, okay, wearing mask is very easy, just wear like this. Okay, but the most concerned action here is when you're taking off your mask like this. Okay, so I'm just doing an example. Yeah, so you can see I'm in a mask now. Okay, so basically a lot of people just take it off normal, right? But a lot of people may have a lot of extra actions. Okay, extra actions mean to say when they take off, sometimes they touch the part here, okay, in front of here. And then did you know that this part here, this outer layer part, is the external part that has the most frequent contact with the air and with the viruses? Now, chances are you say that, oh, I already wear mask, but why I still get these viruses get into my body is because you already touched the affected part at your face mask outside, okay? So this is very, very dangerous. A lot of people didn't really realize it. So what I suggest is, instead of just, like taking off this normally, usually I'll just hang it like this, and then I'll take my hand sanitizer or spray, just spray outside there, okay? Outside with a distance, and then also inside. And when you throw, then you can only safely wrap it up and throw it away. Okay, because a lot of people just take it out and just throw like that. So chances are it can still be a media that can able to transfer our viruses to a lot of places. Okay, so this is the hygienic part. Okay, now however, I would say that this hygienic part, it seems like a small action, but actually it makes a lot of difference. Is because this action you can control. Okay, you can control your hygiene levels. You can control what you are doing every day. Okay, so when your hygiene is on point, you are already having a one layer of defense for your body to prevent this virus from coming into your body. Okay, now one of these things is something like there are also practices like when you come back from home from outside, you need to change your clothes and then having a shower. But some people will take this feel like very redundant. Okay, this actually very redundant. So I would suggest that maybe if let's say you really not really convenient to do this, actually at least okay have your hand sanitizers beside you. Okay, now there are a lot of hand sanitizers outside in the market, and I wouldn't judge that which sanitizers is good or bad. But actually, if you're looking for something that is natural, that is also gentle to your skin, and also without neglecting its sanitizing power, Omni AA also has one brand of this hand sanitizer, which is contains aloe vera gel, and also have 75% of this alcohol content, which is just fine for killing enough bacteria without damaging your skin too much. Okay, yeah. So for those of you guys are interested, you can also feel free to inquire of me AA about this product. Okay, yeah.
Yeah,
So yeah.
that's what I like to use. The
Mm,
hand sanitizers when we're outside. It's not like every time we can look for places to wash our hands and with soap and
yeah.
all these things, right? So hand sanitizer comes very handy, but of course we need to know how to choose. At least like you say, at least 75% of alcohol, and then preferably more gentle to our hand because we'll be using
Yes.
it quite often. So actually from outside we can do like you say, we shower often, we wash our hands and stay apart from other people, right? Don't stay close, don't go places where a lot of people are there. um Keep a social distance, all these things we can do from an external point of view. But since you are a nutritionist, right, you are a you do study a lot of things about what we eat and how it affects our health. Now I heard from a lot of friends, and especially one of our friends in which I played her video just now, right, in which we some of the food and some of the lifestyle that we can practice, right, can actually directly or indirectly affect the immune system in terms of in us, in order to naturally fight off these COVID-19 or other viruses or other bacteria. So give your take on how should we choose to eat, or how should we live our lifestyle in order to be able to have a better immune system.
Yeah, that's a good question. That's a good question, Mikhail. Yeah, so here comes our starring topic today. Okay, it's about nutrition. So that is why I'm called a nutritionist. Okay, yeah. So talking about nutrition wise, yeah, actually, this will come into our second line of defense, which is called immunity. Okay, so immunity is something that you can control by your diet. Okay, now actually, to be honest, if you want comprehensive immunity, it actually consists of three elements. Okay, one is nutrition. This one comprises of 70% of your homework, and then secondly is your exercise, which is comprised of 20%, and also finally 10%, which is your lifestyle habits. Okay. So I'm just going to be straightforward. I'm not gonna talk too much about exercise and lifestyle because that may take too much time, but I'll focus more on what we can eat, okay, in terms of our food intake. Okay, so basically foods that are able to improve our immunity can be categorized to two main types of foods. Okay, one is foods that are high in antioxidants. Okay, and secondly is foods that are high in unsaturated fats and polyphenols. Okay, now bear with me with some scientific terms here. So don't worry about it. I'll make it in a very layman term. And then I just briefly talk about what are foods that are high in antioxidants and what are foods that are high in unsaturated fats and oils. Okay. So basically, high antioxidants means foods that are high in vitamins. Okay. Vitamins are the most known nutrition that help us to actually boost our immune system. Okay, so when you heard about vitamins, you definitely, what comes into your mind is usually vitamin C, the most common one, the most common vitamin that helps us to build our immune system. So vitamin C, we can always get it from our fruits and vegetables, lemons, especially oranges, and so on and so forth. Okay, now a little bit uncommon is something that what we call is unsaturated fats. Now, unsaturated fats is fats that are known as good fats. Okay, now good fats usually come from where? Usually come from our fish and also from our plants, like for example our nuts, our walnuts, our beans, and also legumes, whereby these unsaturated fats are usually in the form of omega-3 and omega-6. Okay, so that is why you can see a lot of people take supplements. They usually will have this fish oil or also something like omega-3, omega-6 that are comprising from fish oil or actually from other legume sources. Okay, so basically these are the biggest two classes of foods that are able to improve our immune system. Now, talking about foods, actually we all know that our appetite has a limit to it. Okay, not all of us every day have the chance to indulge in salmon, indulge with a lot of fruits and vegetables, and in fact, actually, it's not realistic, to be honest, to be able to be consistently eat so much healthy food in such a short time. Okay, so actually here today I have one product that actually can help everyone here is our aqua olive leaf extracts. Okay, so this product actually here is under the category of unsaturated fatty acids and also polyphenols and also some antioxidants inside. It's a combination of what you need for boosting your immune system. Okay, now basically a lot of people may ask, what exactly aqua olive consists of? Actually, it doesn't consist of olive oils. Yeah, it actually consists of olive leaf extracts. Okay, now why do I say like this? Is because actually from ancient times, okay, people already know that olive is a good product. Okay, not to say a good product, a good food. Yeah, it's just that people nowadays they process into many different kinds of products for many uses. Okay, now in the ancient times, people know that if let's say you have an olive tree, okay, you definitely you can earn a lot of money already. Because why? Because actually this olive tree consists of, first of all, the olive fruits. Okay, the olive oil from the olive roots and also olive leaves. Now, usually in traditionally, we usually get this olive oil as a food, okay, as a food for our cooking, for our consumption, and also it has some health benefits as well. Okay. However, what people do not know that is that the olive leaf itself has a lot of these antioxidant properties. Okay, now why do I actually recommend maybe you can try olive leaves instead of olive oil? Is because that oils, yeah, oils are one of the kinds of foods that are easily oxidized. Okay, easily oxidized. If you actually go to the store and buy pure, really pure olive oil, which is very rare, chances are it will become rancid easily. Okay, rancid easily, and in fact, okay, most of the olive oils that you see in the supermarket nowadays are mostly processed, which are hydrogenated and also and also causes those oils to lose their intended nutrients. So therefore, there is a good alternative for it. It's called this olive leaves. Now, bear in mind that what we are claiming here today are all scientifically backed with research. Okay, so one of the research today that I would like to share with you all is by this professor called Sibyl Kaya that has this research done in 2009, which found out that olive leaves consist of 3 bioactive compounds, okay, which is called sequoiaroids, flavonoids, and also triterpenes. Okay, now don't need to be very I will say don't need to be too confused with these terms. I will explain to you all in layman terms of how these things, how these elements can give a part and contribute to our immune boosting functional properties. Okay, so basically, first of all, she found out that actually sequoiaroids in these olive leaves are able to help us to prevent DNA damage. Okay, and also inhibit growth of pathogens. Now, these pathogens includes one of our recent COVID-19 viruses, okay, but not in this research, but what I say that this pathogen terms includes viruses, bacteria, and also some of our parasites, okay. So in this research, it shows active growth inhibition activity for pathogens and also stimulates our cell activity of immune system, okay. So you can see that actually by this research, we can see that they are able to prevent our lung inflammation and atherosclerosis, okay. So this is some functional properties that have been found from this research. And moving on to the next element that she found out is this flavonoids in this what we call this olive leaves, okay. So there's another scientist that actually support her study. So she actually used vitamin C. This is something that what we call that a coincidence, okay. So he used this vitamin C administered with flavonoids, okay, flavonoids from these olive leaves to help patients that have atherosclerosis symptoms, okay. So now bear in mind that at that time he doesn't expect anything because as a scientist you do not know what is the outcome of an experiment. So he just tried as a random experimental trial, okay. And surprisingly, okay, the effect of healing from administrating vitamin C along with flavonoids of olive leaf extracts are able to heal the sclerosis conditions of this patient by double of this effectiveness. So you can see that it's a very, very amazing, I would say it's a very amazing research that they have done, okay. And furthermore, they also found out there's one more components which is called these triterpenes, okay. So basically these triterpenes, this is some chemical structure that actually found in our mushrooms as well, okay. But coincidentally, this nutrition is also being found in our olive leaf extract, okay. So what it's able to, regulate our immunity, okay, improves our chronic inflammation, meaning to say that it makes us less tendency to have chronic inflammation from time to time, and also improve our antioxidant activity in the body. Now, a lot of people might think that why do we need to prevent oxidation activity in our body? Is because actually oxidation process occurs every day in our life, okay. From the moment that we go out, when we are being exposed to the UV light, when we are being exposed to the polluted air.
Oops, I think there's been some technical issue from from Victor's side. Doesn't matter. You know what? I think I'm sure he's trying to reconnect. I think it's the reception issue now. Okay, I think Victor's back.
Yeah.
Hey,
Okay. Can everyone can
back.
hear me? So sorry.
Oh, I
Yeah.
lost you.
Maybe,
Lost you
okay.
a bit.
Maybe my phone hasn't injected its vaccine also. I hope. Yeah. So bear in
Okay.
mind that inject a vaccine not only for yourself, but also for your phone. Yeah, guys. Okay. All right.
I think it's
So
good. Like,
back
I
to
mean, you're
yeah.
back to your sharing about the aqua olive.
Yep.
Okay.
Correct.
So
Yeah,
all right.
so basically, yeah, so what I have been saying just now is that why do we need to have antioxidant activity in our body? It's because that a lot of every day we are being exposed to oxidation activity, okay. Now oxidation occurs from the moment that we step out from our home, when we are being exposed to UV lights, when we are being exposed to polluted air, and also when we are being exposed to unhealthy food, okay. So these oxidation activities, more or less, they contribute bad effects to our body in long term. Some, it makes us look being how to say, maybe they are able to fasten up, facilitate our aging process in our skin. Okay, some it may cause the growth of this what you call these cancer cells in our body, and some even cause us our failure in terms of our, you know, those what is it called again? Our kidneys, our heart, and also a lot of system in our body. Okay, so basically you need antioxidants food, eating high antioxidants food in our body, and one of it is through consuming foods that are rich in triterpenes and the nutrition that we have mentioned just now. Okay, so basically, when you talk about olive leaf extract, you know that actually it has a lot of benefits. Okay, there are too many benefits, but I would just like to summarize it in 9 benefits that it can help you to achieve towards comprehensive health. First of all, is antifungal, which is very, very important when it comes to our era nowadays that are fighting against COVID-19. Okay, strengthens our immunity, reduce our risk of cancer, and also improve our heart health, blood pressure, diabetes, brain function, joint inflammation, and lastly, our skin health. Okay, so there are a lot of health benefits, but what I would like to highlight here is it strengthens your immunity, it strengthens your antifungal and protective effects, which is one of the most frequently concerned functional health when it comes to battling COVID-19. Okay, now this is what we just now we have already covered for the products. They are able to be categorized under unsaturated fats and also polyphenols. Now, the second part of the product here that I would like to share is under the category of high antioxidant products. Okay, now these antioxidants of this product are mainly consistent also from fruits and vegetables, but in a very concentrated form. Now, here I would like to highlight a product is called, not to say product, but a food is called grape. Now, a lot of people here may think that grape is very common nowadays. We are able to eat a lot of grapes from time to time in our supermarket. But a lot of times, do you know that a lot of people actually peel the grape skin, and then also doesn't eat the grape seed, which is very common. Okay, which is very common for us not to eat the skin and the seeds. But what they do not know is that the highest antioxidant activity that found in grapes are actually from its seeds. Okay, that is why in a very unique way, we actually extracted this antioxidant activity from this grapeseed extract to let you being able to harvest these antioxidant benefits from the grape, not only from the grapefruit, but from the seeds as well. Okay, now here it also stated that the highest OPC antioxidant activity is also found in grape seeds that consists of 65 to 70%. Okay, now a lot of people may think that now Omni Grape Seed Plus, does it just consist of grapeseed? Well, it actually consists of 5 bioactive ingredients. Okay, now grapeseed alone may not be enough, so that is why this makes Omni Grape Seed Plus a very, very comprehensive antioxidant product in the market. Okay, now what are these 5 bioactive ingredients? Is actually tomato extracts, acai berry, camu extracts, grape leaf extracts, and also the grape seed itself. Okay, so I'm just gonna briefly let you all see how does these extracts work from time to time in a synergistic way. Okay, now first of all, this is called lycopene. Lycopene is mainly the ingredient that is found in tomatoes that are actually one of the highest sources of antioxidants as well. So basically, there are up to 95% of this lycopene are being preserved in one capsule of this what you call this product, and then also consists of 100 times of vitamin E antioxidant activity more than our typical vitamin C from our oranges. Okay, which is very, very powerful. And then with this high level of vitamin E, it enables us to improve our immune system very, very effectively, and also helps to protect our cardiovascular and prostate health. This is some of its, I would say, is substituted functions But the main highlight here is actually it improves our immune system very, very well. Okay, so this is one of the main functions highlighted in lycopene. And then the second ingredient here is called camu. Okay, now this camu is something like a family of the grapefruit family. So basically, it also contains a lot of vitamin C. Okay, now a lot of people here think that vitamin C has always been the main character when it comes to oranges. Okay, now bear in mind that there are a lot of fruits here that are underrated that has more vitamin C than our typical lemon and oranges, and one of it is camu. So this is a very eye-opening claim. Okay, and that is why you don't need to always eat lemons. Okay, now I believe that a lot of people are always suffering from eating lemons because not only because it's sour, but it also makes you feel very stingy in terms of your taste buds. But actually, you can substitute it by eating camu. And if you can't find camu, you can find it in OMNI Grapeseed Plus. Okay, so yeah, basically this is one of the main sources of vitamin C in OMNI Grapeseed extract. And yeah, so this is one of the comparison in how different are. I would say that this this grapeseed extract. This is comparison whereby when you compare with blueberry, apple, and spinach, you can see that OMNI's grapeseed extract is actually one of the champion among the champions. Okay, so this is an undoubted claim, and also the most perfect grapeseed raw materials. As you can see, a lot of times it's really hard for us to even chunk in 1 kg of vegetables every day. Now, which is not realistic. Even me as a nutritionist can't do it alone. Okay, so sometimes we may rely on some supplements that are actually able to, get a one-go shot of all the nutrients that we need a day. Now, I'm not saying that once you eat these supplements, you don't need to have a healthy diet. Yeah, no, supplements don't work that way. You still need to have a good balanced diet in order to make the supplements help you. So that is why it's called food supplements, not supplements. Okay, food supplement, which is why food comes first, then only supplements helps you afterwards. Okay, so this is one thing that you need to bear in mind from time to time when it comes to food supplements. Yeah, everyone. Okay, yeah. So that's about for the I would say our two main products today. One is our olive leaf extract, and one is our OMNI Grapeseed Plus extracts. Okay, so these two products are one of the main characters, and which in terms of helping us to build a better immune system to fight our COVID-19 nowadays. Yeah, in terms of nutrition wise, this is what you can do now in terms of getting in enough fruits and vegetables intake, and also vitamin and nutrients intake.
Yeah, exactly. I would like to actually to share my personal experience as well, because as I've been with Omni for quite some time, for almost 2 years now. So I've been regularly taking this grapeseed extract and the our aqua olive. Now, grapeseed extract is one supplement that I've been taking for quite a long time, but if you know how to compare the amount of active ingredients in it, then you'll definitely choose our Omni's Grapeseed Plus, because this is really worth it. But after hearing the sharing, I think some of you have managed to listen to a testimony sharing before we begin. There's a pretty lady from Vietnam sharing that her family, her whole family, except her father. Okay, all her whole family actually contracted with the COVID-19 virus, except his only her father. But luckily because she made the right choice to ask and request them to take the grapeseed and aqua olive every single day, non-stop. Then eventually the whole family actually they recovered from COVID-19, especially her mother, although already elderly, but actually following instructions on taking this plus the treatment from the medical facilities. So eventually, luckily, the whole family managed to recover from the COVID-19. So we asked her how did she ask her family to take. Now the instruction is actually very simple: 10 ml of aqua olive each time, 3 times a day. So it's like 10 ml, 10 ml, 10 ml, 10 milliliter, 10 cc in the morning, in the afternoon, and also at night, and then 2 to 4 capsules of grapeseed plus every single day. Okay, really helped her. Now, Victor, I want to ask you, this is for prevention, because we want to make sure our body is strong enough to repel and resist the whatever virus or bacteria that comes attacking. But what if it's just like Yuki's case who shared with us just now? What if we already contracted with viruses or this? So how do we recover from the damages being done by all these viruses and bacteria?
Okay, yeah, that's a very hot topic nowadays too. Okay, so basically, when it comes to recovery, okay, let's not talk about recovery first. Let's talk about what if. Okay, what if, touch wood, what if you actually being contracted with COVID-19? What can you do? Okay, now first of all, before we even know that we are already contracted with COVID-19, first of all, you may suspect yourself being one of the victims of COVID-19. So first of all, you must go to do your diagnosis test first. Okay, very, very important. Okay, now there are times when you need to wait for your results from your COVID-19 test. So bear in mind that during this process, during this period, just isolate yourself, self-quarantine yourself at home, because you don't want to go outside and contract the people around you when you actually are being contracted with COVID-19. So the safest way is to still self-quarantine yourself after you have done those tests. Okay, now after waiting the test, once the test is already being released, now there's probably two consequences, which is, first of all, you are being contracted with COVID-19 and you are not. Okay, so let's say that you are not being contracted with COVID-19. Okay, you are not positive. Okay, which is negative. Okay, then chances are, but you still, experiencing these symptoms of getting COVID-19, like for example, those flus, cough, tasteless food perception, and also running noses, chances are that it's a sign that your immune system is going down already. Okay, so that is why you need to be concerned with your immune system by that time, in order for you to reduce the risk of getting COVID-19 in the future. Now, the worst case is that you are actually being contracted with COVID-19. Okay, so what you should do, first of all, you should remain calm first. Now, a lot of people will tend to be very, havoc, kelam kabut, feeling that they, I already being contracted with COVID-19. People will try to scold me. People will blame me for why I get this COVID-19. But actually, if let's say you are adhering the SOP all this while, you seldom go out, and then you also done all your responsibilities, there's nothing to be worried about and nothing to be guilty of. Okay, but what you need to do next is, first of all, report yourself, go to the quarantine center, and which is not you going to quarantine center, but those hospital people will come and fetch you to the quarantine center, and then do your self-healing homeworks already. Okay, now the situation in quarantine centers nowadays is that your foods are, you cannot choose your foods. All right, okay, those foods that you are being given permanently, and also in a fixed order, and also with a fixed menu. Okay, so chances are you can't order salmon fish, you can't order those abalone, you can't order those things that you like to eat. And then when it comes to self-healing process, we still need good nutrients that can help us to rebuild back our immune system. Okay, so what can we do? In terms of the food part, we cannot do anything. But in terms of our hormone part, we can actually do something. Okay, now there's a therapy that what we call is called this hormone therapy that uses cream. Okay, one of the cream that I would like to share today here, maybe Mikael, you can share the screen for me. Yeah. Okay, hold on. Yeah, here. So basically, everyone can see this screen. Okay, yeah, cool. Okay, so this is what we call the EVA cream. Okay, EVA cream from OMNI AA. Now, this cream is very unique in terms of when you apply on your skin, okay? When you apply on your skin, it actually consists of natural ingredients, okay? Natural ingredients that can help you, okay? Help you to regulate your hormones. Now, why do I say that hormones is very important in terms of the self-healing process? It's because that, you know, people like us, okay, especially women, maybe women are more relatable to this case because women, they have a lot of this estrogen, what we call women's hormone. They are very, very beneficial before women experiencing menopause, okay? So this estrogen, it helps women to have a healthy ovarian, okay? And also help women to maintain their bone density. Some even maintain their very good mood, and some also maintain their good blood circulation. So it has a lot of this healing properties that women have been experiencing of. If you notice that the what you call this mean age, okay, average age lifespan of human, actually you can see that women are generally more have a longer lifespan as compared to men. It's because they have this natural hormone that protects and maintains their organs well for older and for longer period of times. Whereas as for guys like us, we don't need to be jealous because we also have hormones that actually help us. One of it is called testosterone. Okay. Now, a lot of times this testosterone helps us to do what? Helps us to build our muscles. Okay. So men who are typically more muscular, they have more testosterone with them. And this happens, how this testosterone helps us to build muscle is when we go to the gym, we exercise, okay? And chances are when we exercise, we are actually damaging our muscles. So people with a high testosterone levels, they are able to have this muscle recovery faster and makes them grow more muscles from time to time. And when you have more muscles, your metabolism will be better than normal average person, okay? So these are some of the unique functions of hormones that can help us to do a lot of these healing properties, okay? So bear in mind that if let's say you want to have a good healing process, that is why you need to have the right ingredients with the right consumption method and also administration method that can help you to regulate your hormones, okay? So this is why, okay, this is why a lot of times you can see different people have different healing abilities. Some people, when they have a cut, they may need several days in order for them to recover that cut. But some maybe just 1 or 2 days, they already see that their cut is already gone. Okay, so this comes to their hormonal balance. Okay, so yeah, basically EWA cream, it consists of all the natural ingredients that are scientifically chosen to help us to regulate our hormones in order for us to have a faster recovery after getting COVID-19. Yeah. So basically, this is what we can, what to do. This one product that we can actually apply when we are being quarantined at the quarantine center, because you can see that at quarantine center, we also cannot receive the food that our parents or our surrounding people send to us. Okay, but however, they can send you this cream to help you to apply for, or at least you can also apply for yourself to fasten up your hormonal balance and also in the same way fasten up your healing process. Yeah. So basically this is one thing that you can do after you are really being contracted with COVID-19.
Yeah. I think okay, we're almost at the end. Am I losing you, Victor? Okay, I think
No,
you're
no,
back.
no. Yeah.
No, right. So I mean, great tips. Do make sure that our immune system is strong enough to fight off any viruses or bacteria. And in case that we are being quarantined or being contracted with COVID-19 or whatever viruses strands there are, do make sure that we take enough good food and also aqua olive, grape seed extract, and also do apply Eva cream. Okay, when or if you are being quarantined and all these things. Great tips. And any more advice to wrap this sharing up?
Oh, yeah. I think there's one more thing maybe I can share with you. Yeah, here's my PowerPoint slide. Is about, yeah, a lot of times about these COVID-19 symptoms. Okay, I'm pretty sure that all of you here today are already very familiar with what are symptoms already. But bear in mind that there are also a lot of symptoms that we are actually don't aware nowadays, especially there are new symptoms coming up. Okay. So basically one of these is I would like to highlight is conjunctivitis. Okay. These symptoms are occurred with amongst the newest strands of this COVID-19 viruses. Yeah. Okay. So bear in mind this is something that you need to take note of. And other than that, sore throat, flu, backache, all these maybe are more common to us already. But there's one thing that maybe I would like to give an advice to all of you here is that be careful to mind your words, because sometimes like maybe this is a joke lah, huh? Okay, because there's one incident is called that uh there's one couple, okay, there's one couple which is her this father, okay, her his what do you call his wife, yeah, sorry, his wife cooked something that typically healthy throughout the day, because due to the COVID-19, people nowadays wanted to eat more healthy, so his wife tend to cook slightly healthier, but in terms of the taste wise maybe it's a little bit bland. So that's why one day this man came back home and found out that his wife's cooks are very bland, not tasteless. So so he actually told his wife that, hey, why today the food that I eat don't have taste, ah? So suddenly the wife just directly called to the hospital and say her husband already got COVID-19. So quickly administered to the hospitals. Then this is a joke lah, but actually I'm not sure whether it's a real life scenario or not. But actually the best way is still go for tests. Okay, don't just directly confirm on the spot that you have already COVID-19. So, yeah, so this is what I would like to highlight to you all today. Yeah.
Sure. Yeah. Do seek help lah. Seek medical help. Whenever you you're suspicious that you might have been contracted with anyone or close by or red zone or places that you've been are red zone, right? Do go for. There are a lot of free swab test centers around, especially KL
Yes.
Selangor. A lot of places that you can do. So just to make sure. Now, thank you once again to Victor for the great sharing today.